Hello, VR fam. Can you see me? Can you hear me well? Let me see the chat. Yes, amazing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another AMA with Victoria VR. Today we had a lot of questions from you. It's 75 of them. Some of them are the same topic. I will cover all your questions, and I am very happy to share with you all the news. So I'm very excited. Also, I would like to thank you for amazing support from you guys. We really appreciate it. Normally, I always give you some updates first and then go through the questions, but because you covered all of the topics I would love to talk about, I will go just one by one and answer all of them. I have these questions with different topics, and after each topic I will have a look in the chat, because maybe you will have some additional questions and I will answer them all. And also, right after we finish every questions, I will still be here with you in the chat and answer if you have any additional questions. So maybe I will give a little more time to more people to come. Hey brother, how are you? Hey, welcome Copenhagen. Amazing. Ben Moon, closer than you think. It's closer than you think, of course. Okay, I will start. The first one is about the vision and roadmap. It's from Marco. Since the project inceptions, there have been delays and challenges. Could you tell us more? What can we expect in 2025? Sure. There were delays in 21 when we wanted to launch. Remember that when we started the ICO, we wanted to get listed early in 21. We wanted to close the ICO early 21, but there were a few delays. We launched in late 21, but you know what the launch was. It was one of the most, and still is one of the most successful launch ever on KuCoin. And this you could expect with everything what we have been doing. So yes, there are delays with the roadmap, also with the products. However, remember that what we are creating, nobody created yet. Do you know any other VR metaverse that we are building? And we already kind of have it. So 25 is the year when we will be showing you what we already have, what we launched, and I'm very, very excited of that. What is actually the goal of 25? So there is Magic Madness that is fully ready. We already have a date in mind. I could give you tease that we would love to launch it this month. However, it's not up to us. We are now waiting for approval from platform because we will be releasing it on the platforms. This is the first time that we will be doing marketing for real gamers, not just crypto people, not just Web3 people, but the real gamers, because 25 is the year when we will take over Web2 VR. So the main goal of 25 is that we will take over the Web2 VR market. So we start with this launch. We have in mind that we would love to launch it this month. We'll see, but it's ready. What will be coming next is that we will be getting your feedback, but not just your feedback, because we heard all of your feedback, and I would love to thank to all the testers, because based on your feedbacks, we are still improving, not just the game, but the whole project and everything. And we will be fixing bugs, looking more for your feedback, doing the changes. And at the same time, let's say, right after that, we would love to do the first VR competition. So what is the advantages of Magic Madness, and why it's better than other games? So when you compare the Magic Madness, and you will see it very soon, is that I believe that it will be #1 game in VR. But not just because of the graphics, not just because of the multiplayer and the fun you can have inside, but at the same time, there are a few advantages we have. So we are free to play, and we are still free to play, which is something that is not common actually in VR games. You can check it out for the full game actually. And at the same time, we will be doing competition. So by playing, this is how we will be attracting users. So this is the first step of the 25. Then there are a few more updates. We have more products that are coming out. There is AI VR AI season that there are a lot of announcements. I will cover it with more topics that is ready, and we are waiting just for little better market conditions, because this we want to time correctly on the market, of course. There are more things that we are working on US friendly exchanges and everything you want. Guys, we hear you. I am here with you in the chat every day. And at the same time, once we onboard those people, we hear what they are saying. We will be hearing what the community thinks about the project, what they like, what they don't like, what they want to add. We will be working very closely, because the goal of 25 of ELE 25 is grow the VR gamers community to be top of on the charts. Once after that, we will do the first competition, and then we are launching another thing that will be surprise for you. Maybe I will tease you a little later. But at the same time, we will be doing new season of VR Magic Madness. So what we are launching now, we are already working on a next version, and then by end of the year we want to do the esport, and that's the time where we really want to go big. And I think that will be the game changer for the whole VR market and for VR industry, because our goal is to be number one. At the same time, in this Magic Madness, you have the first piece of the builder, and after the competition, there will be Build Your Arena, where you will be able to use your lands, you will be able to create your arenas, so this first kind of builder. But then the most important thing is to launch the builder itself, which is also scheduled in this year. And I think this will be the game changer. But I don't want to answer everything, the first question. So this is our plans for 2025, but 2025 was the year we have been all waiting for, and I'm very excited. If I should say it in one question, is to become number one in VR. Next question, Thomas. How do you feel confident that the roadmap of 25 will be fully filled 100%? I'm very, very confident, 100% confident. And me and the whole team, by the way, we have 80 amazing developers, when the full team and me is committed to fulfill everything what is in the roadmap for 2025. Most of the things we already have, and we have. I'm very, very excited of that. Another questions, Imran. What is Victoria VR long-term vision, and how do you see the metaverse evolving in the coming years? I would answer first how I see the metaverse, the VR market in a few years. I think what I'm saying the whole time, when we started, by the way, in 2018, now it's 2025, we've been working on it for a really long time. That's why I'm so excited what you will see. I can see that the VR is the new internet, 3D internet. Our vision is to start with the gamers, because most of those users in VR right now are the gamers. So the first part will be to attract gamers, to make the best game for them, to create these esports so they will come from other games, because it's free to play and you can win a lot of things, right? And then the second part will be to give tools to users to create your own games. And then once we have the platform for VR, so our long-term vision is to become the platform for virtual realities. It's Roblox style kind of builder, but this is just the first step. So you will be able to create your own VR games, a lot cost efficient, let's say, and it will take you much less time than right now, but you will be able to create it in the quality we have. And then the next step is that you will be not able to create just the game, but for example, shop. You will be able to create school. You will be able to create showroom. Everything what is on the internet, you will be able to move it in 3D, because there is still a gap between physical world, physical shops, physical companies, and at the same time, this internet, because some of those things you want to really go and you want to see, you want to try it. In VR, we will digitize the whole world. So this is the potential of the VR, and our vision is to be leader in this, because we are giving the tools, we are creating the open metaverse, and we will be giving these tools to users, so they will be able not just to create it, but at the same time monetize it. Another questions, Gerard. Who is the typical user for Victoria VR? What are your plans to onboard them in hundreds and unlimited, ultimately thousands? So the first users are 100% gamers. That's why we are creating this game. That's why we have another game. That's why we will be focusing to creating and to focusing on the gaming community, to hear what they are saying, to work with them very closely, to be the #1 game in VR. Then we are creating the builder when everybody will be able to create their own game. That's the Roblox style builder. And then the next steps is to create builder and showing, hey, you don't have to create just the game with, for example, some logo to promote the company, but you will be able to create shop where you can really buy the physical stuff. You will be able to show somewhere else the real estate in VR, and they will be able to go through the real estate before you start building it or before traveling to that country. You will be able to create school when you can educate millions of people in the same room from all around the world. So then everybody is user of Victoria VR. But first we are targeting gamers. Then we are targeting builder gamers who will be building other games, Roblox type builder, let's say, VRTap type builders, and then we will start focusing on these companies. So we will become like VR platform. How we onboard them, I already covered that. We are free to play. We are now launching big marketing campaign. For the first time, we are launching the marketing campaign for the real VR gamers. And then we will start focusing on those businesses. By the way, we have a lot of businesses in line. They say, hey, okay, we know a lot of VR studios, but your quality is something different. Create something for us. And by the way, it wasn't just the companies like shops. They were completely different industries. But that's why we are creating the builder. So we give you the tools. This is end of the first topic. I would hear what you are. I would read what you are. The price is growing. Please talk until I reach $1. I will stay until $3, brother. Okay. US market. Nice question. I will cover it. It was also in those questions. So 100% I will cover US market. Next, marketing community and grow. This was from Gianluca plus Oli. What is the realistic time frame for launching a My Marketing campaign to attract new users and investors? So Magic Madness, guys, we have it. We are now waiting for the approval, and then we are launching big marketing campaign to attract the real users. At the same time, having the users and be #1 on these platforms for VR, which is our goal for this year, that will attract also VR investors. At the same time, we are still working with a lot of influencers, and at the same time, we are still working on new exchanges, which is what you wanted to hear, of course. At the same time, we have marketing plan for the AIs, because I believe that with AI we will completely reshape the AI agents market and AI gaming market. I will cover it a little later, but now the full focus will be on Magic Madness, and I can't wait to launch it, and I can't wait to play against you. Yes, I answered that. Vicente plus Marco. How are you planning to be more active on social medias, including platforms like YouTube and TikTok? Will we see more regular gameplay videos and updates? Of course, brothers. This is actually part of the marketing campaign for Magic Madness. So actually for Magic Madness, there will be new socials because we want to attract, and the thing what we are creating is extremely complex. So if you are for some time with us, you know what we are creating, but for new users it's actually hard to understand what actually, because it's very, very complex. We don't want to have this with the new users, gamers. So there will be new social medias for for the game, for Magic Madness, and for others that we are launching. And at the same time, we will be reposting it everywhere on our social medias. We have a lot of content. There will be a lot of gameplay. There will be a lot of streamings and everything. We just, by the way, release the new teaser for the game vlogs, so devlogs. So that's something you also ask about, and I'm very excited to show you everything. Because remember, guys, 80 people here inside since 2020. So yeah, you will see the results now. Vicente, are there any plans that where Victoria VR will be present on booth this year? Brother, we have been a lot of booths and a lot of events in the past, and the thing is that we have been on, for example, VivaTech. We won that we are the best booth there with the best product in VR. It was amazing, and every time we are on this kind of thing, we have a lot of new customers. They are saying, "Oh, you could create this for us. Oh, how about you create a school for me? How about you create this shop for me?" By the way, we have some large clients, which is very famous luxury brands in the world. But the thing is, let's say, I cannot say what are those companies, but there were quite a few of them in the Paris, and let's say they wanted to create shop for us. They would ask to create shop for them. The thing is that, okay, the cost of the shop, because they want everything extremely detailed, would be, I don't know, $1 million right now. What we get from them, we put them for 1.5 right now, and they don't know what are the results because they are not gamers yet. So that's why we are creating this VR builder. So the cost could be much less. It's something like, imagine when the web started. It was hard to create website, and just few people could do it, and it was very, very expensive. Now everybody can create a website in 30 minutes, even without coding. Even if it's for the first time, in 1 hour you have perfect website. Why? Because you have these templates, you have these tools. This is what we are creating. So we first want to grow the users, grow the user base, and then give these tools. So for example, you or somebody like classic Roblox style builder could create, after the school, they will program and they will create this shop, which will cost $50,000, $10,000, $20,000. This is what we need to do. This is what we are creating. And then we will onboard every company inside the metaverse. So that's why we don't want to be on any booth right now. And the main focus is we want to launch the builder first, because we have a lot of companies that they are begging us to create something. But even if we do it, we would lose, and we are not launching this year, but we are launching 27. I don't want that. So that's why we are focusing mainly on the user base right now, on the game itself, because we will not just give you tools that you can create something in extremely good quality, but at the same time we will give you the user base, which is the key. So we are creating this kind of ecosystem, and the main goal is to be VR platform. Apologize. So no booths for this year. For next, maybe yes, but the main goal of the booths will be the game, and at the same time those companies. Another, Marco, what partnerships or collaborations are being actively pursued to drive adoption and increase the user base? Brother, that's what I was just telling about. We have a lot of companies inside that they want to do something with us. We are saying them no, because we are fully focusing for the game. I believe, and we are betting that the game is number one, because most of those users are gamers. So this is the first step. And then once we are launching the builder, there are a lot of collaborations and partnerships that are already in the air, and they want to do it with us, and then it will be pretty fast. Nikhil, another questions. Will you consider a marketing campaign in India, including collaborations with local media and exchanges? I would like to join the team. Of course, brother, we are open to any partnerships, to any collaborations. You can always ask anybody in the Telegram. They will connect you with the right person, or you can send us email anytime to jobs@victoriavr.com. That's it. So this is last from this topic. I will look if you have any other questions. Which exchanges do you plan to list? Every exchange. Hello, hi. Important question. Will Magic Madness be in Metastore? I will cover these questions because it's inside. Sethos, hey Sethos, how are you? Michael. Land reveal. There are a lot of questions about land reveal. I will cover it also, Michael, in the next topic. Okay? Amazing. I'm going down. Let me grab my tea. And let's continue. VR token and economy. Juan, what are the official wallet addresses related to the projects? Brother, it's ask in the Telegram. It's shared here multiple times. Everything is according to economy. So I don't want to go one by one the wallets, but ask in the group, and they will just share you our admins will share it with you. Another question, Martin. What price do you predict for VR token in this bull run 2025? I cannot make predictions, however, from my person, but I have, of course, predictions. Remember then when we all the pre-sellers know we did delay the launch of the VR token on the exchanges because we have been waiting for exchanges and we have been waiting for the big backers. We could launch sooner, but we waited for a reason. And you saw the results. We did 212x the first 2 weeks, first month, with crazy volumes. And so I think it was worth it. Now we are doing the same, and we are doing everything that you will see the result. Because to be honest, VR from 2018 is all I have. It's all my life, every time. And there are more people in the team like me because we see the vision. So I will tell you, the market, VR market is predicted to be $2.4 trillion in 2032. Go outside and have a look on every shop. Everything you could see, it will go digitals. And imagine it in VR. Imagine the businesses, because imagine you have some business and okay, you have shop, you are paying the rent, you have employees, and how many customers you will get? Hundreds a day, thousands a day. Okay, imagine you have website, you have much more users, but it's not like that you can have a look, right? So the VR market will change completely everything. If you just compare us to Roblox, for example, Roblox is $44 billion right now. If you have a look at Meta Horizon of Meta, if you have a look at VRChat, this is what we want to compete. These are the companies, but this is just the first step. Because then once VR will really go mainstream, then I think it will be much bigger than any other platform before, because it's completely different when you are inside the VR and everything is around you. I think it will completely change everything actually. So this is what I believe. You can count what would mean that for the price. The only thing I would say is that we are doing everything to do everything according to this bull market, because there are cycles. There will be cycles for the metaverse again. Right now, a lot of people think that the alt seasons are dead. It's not that. There are a lot of things that think the metaverse is dead because nobody delivered. We will be the one who is delivering, and metaverse is not that. The VR is still growing. The user base is still growing. The headsets are better and better. Zuckerberg and Meta is betting on this year a lot. There are new headsets incoming from Apple. There are new headsets incoming from Samsung, and another thing, the whole crypto gaming right now is also not that excited, right? But GTA 6 is launching, and there are a lot of rumors that there is blockchain inside. So imagine how they will kick the whole market. So I think it will be very, very excited. And I would say the last thing, and this is my personal prediction, if you saw the vision what we have, if you see the vision and you believe that we are working on it, I think selling anything below $3 is not a good move. Alina, why is the price of the token falling so much? Who sells such a large amount? Does the team also sell VR tokens? I will cover this with another questions in another topic, but guys, we got the funding. Maybe this should be more in the funding. If you knew about our funding, if you knew about who are our backers, you would never ask if we are selling the tokens. We haven't sold the tokens on $0.5. We are not selling tokens now. So that's it. And of course, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who want to shake you out. There are a lot of people who want your tokens cheap. This is the game. If you believe, what I learned in crypto is that if you believe in the team, if you believe in the vision what they are doing, if there is space to grow, there will be rewards for everybody. If you wait long enough, if you are patient enough. That's what I learned. Marco, my VR tokens lost 90% of its value. What steps is Victoria VR taking to stabilize and increase the value of the token? Are there plans for buybacks, burn, and incentivize token utility? Brother, that's maybe I just covered. I understand that if you haven't been in pre-sale or you bought the top, it's possible. I also, in the past, there are a lot of people who bought Bitcoin on the first peak and then they sold when they have been minus 90% and now they miss 100x. That's the crypto. That's extremely volatile, you know. And but big risk, there are big rewards for it. So we are doing everything to build and to deliver what we think will not just change the Web3 VR or the VR market. We are building something that will change not just the VR market, but completely everything. So if you believe in this, stay with us, because everybody will be rewarded for that. And we are doing everything to do it, to help that. At the same time, there are utilities that will help. Now, for the first time, we are getting users. So I think from now on, it will be very, very interesting. And there are more things that we are doing to support the token. And the most important part is the utility. About the utility, I would like to talk later on. Gianluca, I hope I read your name correctly, brother. How will liquidity be managed, especially as the market cap grows? Few things, of course, more users, more investors. That's what we are doing right now. Of course, new exchanges, we are full-time working on the new exchanges. There are a lot of things you need to do for the exchanges. There are a couple people who understand that, and at the same time, that will help more adoption. Imagine that you will hear, hey, Victoria VR Magic Madness is #1 VR game. It has hundreds of thousands of users. There is this kind of the revenue. This kind of utility of the token. This will help. This is what we are working on. And by the way, Magic Madness is the peanut compared to the builder, because once there will be not just one game, but 100 games every week, because of the users have the tools and they can monetize it. Imagine that, then the utility. This is what we are working on. When we will see the first major utility case for the VR token? I will tease you this actually. So the first utility is in the VR AI season. With the VR AI season is already ready. We are waiting for the better little timing, because right now everything is extreme correction, and this especially I would like to do for the best results. At the same time, there is token utility in the game itself. So first, it's free to play, and we are getting the rewards to the users, giving rewards to the users. There is no monetization at the beginning, because the first we want to focus on the community, to grow the community, and to hear what they want, to really maybe to do more changes, then do the big esports, and then we will start the monetization. And for that, of course, VR tokens. At the same time, for the builder, that's the biggest thing for the VR tokens. So there are a lot of things. A lot of them are doing. A lot of things of them are doing this year. Another question, James. What is the future of VR token staking? Will the collaterals remain the same? And what is the lowest possible APR? With the staking is that once we launch the game and it has revenues, the plan from the beginning was that part of the revenues from the game will go to the stakers. So then it will be more volatile, the APR. Right now we put the APR based on the circulation supply. And then as a staker, you will have percentage of the revenues of the game, not just the game, but the builder and everything what we are creating. And of course, the APR could go lower with more people staking, but at the same time, remember that the biggest reward for you is the token increase. If more people are staking, there is less tokens in the circulation supply, but at the same time they are staking more because the APR is high. So when they are doing it, it could. This is the cycle, right? And at the same time, if the APR is good, more and more people will be staking. I know that the APR now is still very high, and it's high for people who are staking for 10 years, and people who are staking for 10 years, that's crazy. And everybody around me is doing it. So of course, we will make sure that you will be very, very happy for the staking. But the goal of the staking is that the rewards will be directly from the game revenues. So there is no more inflation from us. Right now it's still inflation, but I think it's worth it, and it's reward for you guys for trusting us. So that's it. Okay, this was the last question from this topic. I would read more questions. Hey, Velvan, how are you? Love admin boss. Yes, we have the best VR boss, VR admins in our chat. Hey, Daniel, amazing. Another question: VR lens and ownership. Martin plus Voldemort. Hey, Voldemort, how are you? Hey, Martin. What will be the actual use of VR lens? And if NFT market don't recover by 2025, will the lens level be delayed indefinitely, or will the utility be prioritized regarding of the price? Very good questions. So with land reveal, imagine that land reveal is something like that you are getting listed on the exchanges, right? When you bought, it was ICO, now it's getting listed. So that's actually the biggest thing for these NFTs. We of course want that these NFTs are very, very successful. That's why we are waiting for the right time. And I think that, or we see that the whole NFT market haven't even breathed yet, right? There are like three good projects out from 1,000. So, but I think it will come back because we as a humans work in cycles. There will be cycles for more of those altcoins, I believe, and there will be for the NFTs. However, so we are waiting for the right time because, of course, we want these lens are the most successful, right? And I see that the utility of the token, of the lens are, if you can, because imagine that you have shop, right? You have shop in Champs-Élysées, for example. You pay extremely big rent. How many customers can you have? So, and then you have website, you have a lot of customers there, but you cannot sell everything there, and it's missing something. It's missing the physical, the 3D. So imagine that you have shop where you can have 1 million users at the same time. It's completely online. You have AI agent, which is your employee there, so you don't even have to care about the employees, and your sales are much, much bigger. I see, and I'm saying this from the beginning, I see those lens that will have bigger, that will cost more than the actual lens in the real world. And I'm 100% sure about this. And we are doing everything to do it. So we want the launch to be very successful. We have a lot of things prepared for the lens, and we are waiting. At the same time, we are launching the builder. We are launching Builder Arena. For all those, you need the VR lens. So imagine that that NFTs are not that hot in 25. Okay, I'm sorry, but we need to launch it. We will launch it because we need it for the builder, and we will catch up later. So we are doing everything right now to do it at the right time. If the right time will not come in 25, we will still launch it because we need it for the builder, and we want to launch the builder because this is the game changer, and we will give the utility to the lands with actually the utility. Sorry, we will get the appreciation and the value for the land based on the utility because you will need it. Another question, Vincent. Voldemort, I just answered. Hey Voldemort, how are you? I just answer your questions for the lands. Vincent, will there be any compensation for landowners who will be waiting for a long time? So again, we have been delaying it because imagine that we could do the land reveal the month after or last year or whatever. But do you think that the land reveal would help that you would do 10x on your investment? I don't think so. So yes, we are waiting for the right time. At the same time, if we will not see that there is good time, we are launching it before the builder because you need those lands for the builder, and we will give you the value based on the utility. But again, I believe that those VR lands will have a higher value than the lands in real life if you have the utility and you have the users. We are working on both of them. Another question, Zeetoshi. Can you release a detailed land map so landowners can start visualizing their plots? We have it. We have a lot of things for VR lands, and at the same time, now we are focusing Magic Madness, then the competitions, other games, and then you have built your arena and you have the builder. So we want to focus everything for the VR lands, for the market, for the marketing. So yes, we have this prepared. We have much more, but we will focus everything to create the momentum to make everybody to make everybody excited. This was the last question for VR lands. I will now look at the chat if you have some more questions. Yes, give us all likes. Thank you guys. I see there are a lot of them. Hi everybody. No, we are not, Ozzy. We are not delaying everything until the right time. There are a few things that you couldn't delay. So with the builder, with the lens, yes, I think we could wait until NFTs got their time. But at the same time, I said that this year we are launching the builder, and even the market is not good for the NFTs. We will give them the appreciation and we give them the value based on the utility, because the utility is needed of those lands on in the builder. Another question. Yes, Mihai Balmus. I don't want if I, sorry. Hey, how are you? So, like I said, there will be some competition that we will want to attract the more users in the game in Magic Madness. And once we have some kind of amount that will make sense, we will start the monetization. Because when we start the monetization, you will be asking, okay, what is the utility? How many people, how many users bought the how many people bought the VR token, how many people are spending in VR. So it makes sense once the numbers are not that small and you see the potential of growing them. So that's what we will be doing, and that's when we will kick off the VR token utility in game. There are more utilities, for example, with AI season that I already covered. Rosania. As a CEO of Web3 project, do you have any insider information about the bull market? Yes, my insider information is that we are going to the moon. If you know that exactly what is the present thought and development of this bull, we are growing after it breaks. I'm very, very bullish about what we are doing. I see some catalysts. That's why we are working on AI agents. I think this will be the very, very important part of this bull market. And I think there are more questions about the AI agents and about the AI system. And I think we will completely reshape the world of AI agents and of in-game AI agents. And we'll see how it goes. So this is the narrative we are playing right now. But at the same time, we are still in the narrative in VR. that 25 is very bullish for VR, based on Meta, based on Samsung that are releasing new glasses, based on Apple that are still stepping. The only thing that VR is missing is actually the badass product. And that's what we are creating, guys. That's what we are launching. So I'm very excited of that. And at the same time, remember that everybody is waiting for GTA 6. Have a look how are they delays, even they have crazy funding and they have crazy time. But I think once they launch, and there are rumors that they have blockchain inside, I think that will kick. And I see more catalysts that could kickstart the Web3 gaming. But when it starts, we will be on the right spot. So I think this is all happening. And I'm very, very bullish on 25, actually. More questions. Ozzy. Will the utility not come from the utility alone? Of course it will. However, you want to make the hype for the lens even before, because that's actually the best marketing. The best marketing is when something is increasing and you're like, oh, what the fuck, what is this? You know, so it makes all sense together. But of course, if NFTs will not get some more hype, we will get the utility and we will take over anyway. This kind of AMA would be great once 2 to 3 months. Yes, brother, we will be doing it. Are you planning on only revealing 2 AI cards? AI I will cover later. Okay, I do it for another questions. Product and gaming. Vicente, how will you address restrictions on crypto wallet integrations in VR stores like MetaQuest and SteamVR? Very good questions. This is the problem not just for us, but for all the games that are in Web3, let's say, and they are not like they are the real games, but there is a solution for it. We have the solution for that. I cannot tease it more, but we already know that we have been working on it for a long time, and we have solutions for that, and that's how we will actually make those worlds together, the Web2 gaming and the Web3 gaming. So this was actually very, very hard. It's very important. I would tell you that it's something in the structure of the company and the structure of the product, but we have solution for that, and we already know that somebody big is using it and it works. So that's really good. Vicente, what are your plans for PC gaming? Brother, we are focusing mainly for VR, because the biggest challenges in VR is that it's still small, but at the same time, it is the biggest opportunity, and I can see us as the number one, and we will be number one in VR. So this is the main focus, and we will be number one before the big mainstream will start, which is happening, which is 100% happening. Everybody knows it's the future. Everybody thinks that it's not now, but it's closer than you think. So I'm very excited of that. At the same time, for PC gaming, the build that we are creating will be also on the PC. So we are covering the PCs also, because I can see that you are creating those shops, you are creating your metaverses in VR, but at the same time will be on PC, because maybe it will be fast. So people, even without VR headsets, will be able to actually join the VR world, the Victoria VR. You will not be able to play Magic Madness, or at least for now. But at the same time, you will be able to create something, you will be able to manage something, you will be able to get the value, which is very important. At the same time, we have our Telegram application, which I will cover later. But of course, we are working that we will be mainly on VR on all these platforms. But at the same time, you will be able to interact from your mobile or from your PC with the world itself. Vicente, brother, you have a lot of questions. I love it. Will Magic Madness have different difficulty modes for gestures? Some players find it currently more tiring. That's your opinion. There are a lot of opinions. That's why we heard your opinions. We improve everything that we could, that makes sense. Now we are getting the real gamers, the real gamers. Now we are for the first time targeting the VR market, and we will be listening what they think about this. What do you think about this? Of course, we will try more modes. We will try different things, and we will see what they like the most. This is how you grow the game. This is how we want to have we want to hear the community, what they like, what they don't like. Guys, you will tell us, I want to improve this. I think this could be better. If everybody will agree, we will do it. This is our advantage. This is what we're gonna do. So yes, There will be different modes. We will try different ways. And the goal is simple, to be number one in VR. Thomas plus Sauron plus Sethos. Will CQB be further developed or upgraded? And is there a potential for it involved into PvP mode? This is something I would love to tease you more. The only thing I would love to tell you is that we have plans in CQB. I think it will be very interesting because based on your feedback and based on the feedback from Oculus, people really likes it. And if you look at the top games on Steam VR and in Oculus, a lot of them are CQBs or shooting, and this game, I think it also could be in top charts, let's say. So yes, we have plans for it, and I think you will be very excited. And by the way, I'm very excited with the CQB. So yes, definitely we will take as much value as possible from the CQB, and I'm very, very excited of that. And there are updates that you will love, because right now, even though it was just the only negative feedback was that it's just one level. So that's where you will be surprised, guys. Sauron. Will Magic Madness be playable the same way as the CQB via SideQuest, UpLab, or directly on VR headsets? So we see the future is 100% PC VR. Right now, currently, we see a lot of gamers and gaming are only PC VR. However, because of the hardware, it's much better if you are on PC VR or if you are in VR, it's completely something different. So we are focusing there, but at the same time, of course, we will be launching there but the main focus will be the PC VR. And by the way, we will be launching on multiple platforms, not just the Quest. But at the same time, we will be launching on Dawn Store, and it will be like saying, hey, you can play this for free in Quest, let's say, and there is better version, just connect your PC. This is the plan, because of course we want to get the whole VR market to get excited and to get them to our competition and then the esports. Vicente Sethos. Would you consider launching a light version of the Metaverse for beta testers to help refine mechanics and explore beyond PvP before the full launch? Of course, brothers. By the way, the, let's say, first light Metaverse you have in the Magic Madness, because there are already lobby, there is already first type of builder where you can use the first type of builder for the interior actually, and you will be able to chat with others. And of course, with every we believe in the Magic Madness so much that we are now launching it live for users, for VR gamers actually. I'm saying it again, I will say it more. For the first time, we are now launching marketing for real VR gamers, but we will be also hearing their recommendations, and we will make everything that the product is the best. And at the same time, with more launches, of course, there will be always something like close early access, and you as a community will always have a chance to get inside. And again, I would love to thank everybody who was working on Magic Madness and with everything else, because based on your feedback, we make the game better. And even though, guys, you don't have a VR, based on your feedback, we are improving not just the game, but even the communication and everything. So thank you, everybody. And this is the way we want to do it. We want base, because we are community-based, right? We are creating open metaverse. So that's, I believe, will be also a big part of our success. 100%. This is last questions from the topic. I will look at the chat if you have more additional questions. Hey Balmus, great to see you, and thank for rescuing the community by hosting this MMA. It's a pleasure, brother. Thank you for your support, guys, everybody. And I would love to salute and thank you to the team for their hard work. Thank you, brother. Thank you, everybody, for your support. We really appreciate it. And by the way, I'm so excited when I see you inside in the Metaverse and in the VR Magic Madness. By the way, I play it, I will say later, but I got my ass kicked by the AI playing against me. So I need to train more, and I hope I will be training with you. I have one hand, Steremis. I have one hand. So would you create AI VR apps and games for people with disabilities like me, because we cannot play VR games? Brother, okay. With Magic Madness, you can play actually with one hand. With the builder, 100% of course. And I think that the VR is changing the way or changing a lot of things for disabled people. We saw it in those summits. You could see on the YouTube, there was a disabled lady and she was in the shop and she said that it was the best experience in the last 10 years, that she could feel that she could walk inside. And I think you will love it, because inside you will forget about everything. You will forget about this life, because inside the metaverse, inside the VR, is that you could be everyone you want, you know, and you have much more possibilities. So that's why I think that the VR market, once there is, I think the hardware is actually good. I think that the VR market will taking over everything, and that's what we are building. So yes, brother, you will be able, and I think that you will be very, very happy what you can do in VR. And thank you for your questions. Amazing, Anam. VR is going to billions in 25. I hope much more. CQB, need to listen it again. English still basic. Sorry, brother, still working on it. My main focus is creating this VR. But we know about this. So what we're gonna do is that we will give you captions. So you can just read, because we have really good team and they will do it for you. And I'm still improving my English. Thank you for your feedback. Okay, next questions. VR AI Builder, my favorite thing. Donald, can you please explain to me VR AI Builder in simple terms? Okay, brother. Imagine that when there was .com, it was hard to create website. You need to be a big coder. There were just few people. It was expensive, and just few people could do it. Right now, it's the same with VR. Right now, you can create website even if you never created website, even if you are not programmer. You can create website in 30 minutes, maybe in 1 hour. Even if you never do it, you will be able to do it in 3 hours, and you have the best website. Now you can do even from prompts from AI. This is what VR AI Builder is. We are creating the tools. It's a Roblox style builder, so you will be able to create games in VR with our tech, with our quality, but you will be able to create without coding. Right now, to create VR games, to create VR shops, it's expensive. It takes so much time, and it's hard, and you need top VR developers. After we launch the VR builder, if you are just 3D modeler in Blender, or if you just like to play games, you will be able to create your own game. And this is the future, actually, because we are giving tools to the users. So you will be able to create your own game. And we will put there a lot of competitions. Who will create the best game? Who will create the game with the best rating? Who will create the game where there are more users? So right now we have CQB, we have Magic Mendes, we have a couple more. And then it will be like, okay, there could be 100 games every week. You know what I mean? And we'll see what the market will like. But the main point is that it will be cost efficient, it will be easy to do, and at the same, so we will become the platform for VR. And the first step will be to create VR games, because most of those VR users are gamers actually. But the next step is to create, become the 3D internet. So you see everything you have on internet, you will be able to put it in VR. Shops, you will be able to put their schools, you will be able to, the real estate's completely changed. How you are selling cars, completely changed in VR. How you educate, completely changed. You will be able to put there everything and present it better in more interactive way. Right now, you have TikToks, you have like 3 seconds to get your attention. And there are so many informations, nobody remember anything. In VR, when you are the main character and it's all around you, we are getting under your skin. It's completely different. And you will understand it once you are inside. So at one point, everybody will go to VR. And that's why we are creating this tool. Because everywhere we have been, there are a lot of people coming in our office. We have a lot of meetings. And when they see the graphics and say, oh, you already have it. We didn't know it's possible. Could you create this for us? Could you create this? Guys, we have like 100 projects that they want us to create. No, we will give the tools. And we say, hey, and we will start becoming the platform and connecting the users, the builders, and these companies together. And all of them will be connected by the VR tokens and VR lens. Sethos, will builders be able to contribute to arenas, lands, and NFTs without large upfront VR token utility investment? This is very tricky. The thing is that everything we are doing is for VR token and for the lands, of course. However, you want that these kind of things could build somebody who is 16-year-old, who is 12-year-old. By the way, the main goal of the builder is that it's very, very simple, that even child can create it. It's definition of Roblox iBuilder, because I think they made it really, really good, and we want to even improve it. And then we want to add that it's in VR with realistic graphics, of course, but you will be able to create the shops. You will be able to create real businesses inside, because it doesn't make sense on PC. And so we want those people who, for example, don't have money to be able to create something, because they can work and they can create something that will give them money. But at the same time, and they don't have, for example, $20,000 for land or for VR token that will be needed for these buildings. However, you as a landowner, for example, you don't want to build. You don't have time. You don't want to build. You simply have land. So what's going to happen is that you will be able to rent your land to somebody else, and you will split like in real time, and it will be based on what you want. So for example, you will say, hey, I have this land, you can build something on it, I want this percentage of the profit, whatever. Something like that will happen, and that's where the token utility and everything and land utility will have the biggest impact, I believe. Voldemort. VR AI Builder demo in 24 showed interactions with ChatGPT and 3D object placement. What new features can we expect in 2025? So in the Magic Madness, you can have the builder. You have the really good builder for interior. You will love it. There are more builders that we will be launching. So there is in the roadmap, there is Builder Arena. So you will be able not to create just your lobby, let's say, but you will be able to create arenas where others can play. For that, that will be very, very interesting. And later there will be a builder built on your land, where you will be able to create these kind of games, which is also coming this year. So these are big things. ChatGPT and others are the AIs that will help you to speed up the process of the building. So I can see in the future, and it's 100% happening, and you will see in a VR AI season that you will be able to create the Metaverse just from prompt. It's not there yet now. You can create now really good text, chatbot. You can create really good picture. You could create nice videos right now. It's still not there. It's still not 100%, but you really can. You can create music, and there is time when you will be able to create 3D objects, 3D spaces, and much, much more. It's 100% happening. That time we want to be the platform, VR AI platform, VR, the #1 VR platform. So once OpenAI or somebody else will launch it, and by the way, you will be very excited and surprised what we have in our AI season, that you will be able to use those to speed up everything, even this year. So I'm very excited of that. I will have a look at the chat again. Thank you much for this time. Thank you very much for your support, Juan. I will be House Sethos. It will be House Sethos. Yes, it will. English is good. Thank you, brother. Still need to improve. Can you play us more details about VR blockchain? There is questions about it. I will cover it later, brother. Would we be able in the future to upload avatars looking like us in VR? Yes, you will. And it's the next thing. And I hope somebody from the team can hear me, for example, because I would love if you have, and if they could bring me more tea, I will be very, very happy, because I need to tell you something, guys. I am very, very sick. I have crazy cold and it's starting again, but I didn't want to delay this AMA, because you have been waiting for this for a long time, and me too. I'm very excited to give you all these things, because we are, not just me, but the whole team working on this every day. So I am very, very happy to give you all this and to make you excited, because I'm extremely excited. Every time when I go sleep, I'm extremely excited. I will maybe... Já tam mám prosím tě ten prášek na krk. Děkuji ti moc. Thank you. Next, blockchain any changes. Zeetoshi, is Victoria VR blockchain layer 1 or layer 2 and why? And I saw last questions from Nosy Voldemort. Hello, brother, again. Yes, we covered staking. Maybe I will not come back, but there will be 100%. We will upload it on the YouTube with captions. So yeah, Zeetoshi again. Is Victoria VR blockchain layer 1 or layer 2 and why? I cannot tell you more about this, but you will be very excited of the VR blockchain, and it's also planned for this year. So please be patient with that, but I believe you will love it. Next question. It's from Oli, Vincent, Zakar, and others. When can we expect VR token to be listed on major exchanges such as Binance and Coinbase? So that's our goal, of course. Our goal is to get all on the major exchanges, and we are working on it every day. For that, we need to cover a lot of things. You could see what we did with Bybit Perps. I could tease you that, of course, this is not all of it, because, of course, we want to go to US-friendly exchanges. How I can see every day you want it. Me too, I want it, and we will get there, of course. For that, if we know about the listing, one thing is we cannot talk about it, of course, because that could mean that they will not list us. But believe me, it's closer than you think. I also love you guys for all these memes. Díky moc. Thank you. So with those exchanges, everything is, of course, it's our plan. We are doing everything to get it. What you can do as a community is, for the exchange, they don't even care about the utility. They don't care about the project. They care about the community. That's why you see those memes. So we will be focusing for the game itself. We will be focusing more on the community. And what you can do is spread the word about us. Give us more in Twitter and everywhere, because they are looking at this. This is one of the most important part for those listings. And yes, we are working on them. So I'm very, very excited of next of this year, actually, of next weeks and months. Blue. Will VR be listed on MiCA complaint exchanges with stable trading pairs beyond USDT? Yes, brother. MiCA regulation, because we are in Europe, is a big thing for us. We have it covered, so no stress there. At the same time, there are a few more things that you will like. Depends on, based on... Right now, we are only on Uniswap. I cannot tease it more, but I think we have more surprises for you. Because I can hear what you want. We want it also, and we are working on it. Kiyoshi, sorry, brother, if I read your name incorrectly. Does Upbit have any plans to go public? South Koreans are very interested in VR. Brother, Upbit and BitHump is one of my favorite exchanges. They are crazy big. It's very hard to get inside. But they are actually my favorite because I love Korea, South Korea. I have been. I know the VR is big, and actually Asia, China, Japan, and South Korea is big markets for us. So of course we are working on it, and yes, we will do everything to list there also. I will read the chat again because this was the last. Has VR employee market maker, and is it to assist with listing? Brother, there are a lot of market makers. What you can see on all of these exchanges, all these exchanges have their own market makers. There are market makers even on doing market making even we don't know them. So there are a lot of them, and yeah, but we have really strong connections for that. That's why, by the way, I'm very excited of Bybit Perps. Now the market is little, let's say, tricky, but I am here for long term. Again, we started 2018, it's 25. We will take over the VR world. We will take over the VR market. We will take over the whole digitalization of the whole world. This is what we are working on. So I think we are still very, very early. However, I think that now things will start moving faster. And why? Because of our product. So I'm very excited that this year is the year. Next question, VRTap. Vicente, could you add more engagement tasks in VRTap similar to Gala's Telegram app? We have plans for VRTap, brother. We actually now focus on something a little different. However, there are plans with VRTap and with marketing around that. Sauron, will VRTap be connected to blockchain in the future? Yes, brother, it will. There are few things that we will be updating. At the same time, VRTap will be connected to the whole ecosystem, like everything, because we have the VRTap. There will be PC version of the builder. There will be maybe even more PC things, and there are a lot of products. All of them are connected in the whole ecosystem. This is what we are creating, the ecosystem. The main product is the VR platform, but yes. Let me drink my tea. Nikhil, when will the VRTap airdrop take place? Brother, with VRTap, the airdrop, we are planning it to do it with the first VR competition that is actually very, very close. So that would be the answer. Because we want to incentivize people who don't have VR yet to be in our community, and we will be growing everything because we know that VR is at the beginning, but at the same time we want to get people and interacting with the lens, for example, with other stuff, with skins, with the game, from the mobile, from the Telegram, even from PC. So we will incentivize all of you more. This is the last topic for VRTap. I will have a look. If you have more questions, great to hear about the Mika. Of course, brother, it was big thing for us. We want to see Thomas on camera. You don't. I'm kidding. Of course you won't. He's very handsome. I also have tea. Cheers, brother. Then I can use my lens, brother. It was already covered. I would say that with the builder, which is actually coming out very soon. And like Ozzy here, it's all closer than you think. I love it. Will you be able to unavailable for PC MacBook vision connection like PC? I think yes. I'm not sure about the MacBook actually, but I think you can play PC VR PC on MacBook, don't you? I don't want to bullshit you right now, guys. So I will have a look. But the point is to be on all the VR headsets and on all the VR platforms. This is the main goal actually for us. Funding and business strategy. Gerard, with team of 50 plus employees, how is Victoria VR managing and funding and long-term sustainability? Brother, we have 80 in-house. We have much more people all around the world, and we have it for what? We started 2018. We hired some people. We have 80 like 4 years now, 5 years almost. So you could see what is our dedication. But that most of those projects, they said that they will deliver the metaverse. It has delay, but we are delivering it, and we got good funding. We got really good backers. And if you knew about the funding, and we cannot publish it because it's not up to us, it's up to them. But if you knew, you would never ask if we are selling the tokens, because you would understand. And at the same time, there are more things we are working on, because we are not giving the value just for the token, but for the whole game and ecosystem. And we are inviting actually more strategic partners who could help us to get even more users, to get on the more markets, and to get us more partnerships with those brands and companies. Gerard, all businesses, even in Web3, need customers. What do you anticipate securing the first major customer? The first customers are for us are the gamers, brother. So, and I told how we are actually getting, how we are actually planning to get them. So with the Magic Madness, we are doing the big marketing campaigns, and the main goal is to be to be the first VR in the world. And then if you are talking about the customers as businesses, they will come. There are a lot of already asking us and begging us, hey, could you please create this for us, that for us? So once we have the builder and we create the builder to create games, and then we will give you option to create something that could be connected to the real businesses, then this is how we grow the ecosystem, and we already have a lot of partners who want to jump inside. So by the way, if you like VR, you will be able to become the builder, and for example, you will be able to create something for big brands because they will be looking for a lot of people who can create it themselves. This is actually the main thing. The VR AI builder will change everything. This is the last question from funding and business strategy. I will have a look at this chat. Can we please get some insight info? We all want to get excited like you and the team. I'm trying to give you as much as I want. The team is begging me not to tell everything because then Thomas always needs then to cover it in the group. However, if you could see in my eyes how I am happy, I hope you will be happy. That's too. We are doing everything to become number one, and I know we will become number one in VR. Do you play to collaborate with AI artists? Of course, AI is a big part, and I think there are... Oh, I skipped the AI development. Now, AI future development. Amazing. Andy, will there be any updates on AI integration in Victoria VR and AI season? Brother, we started the AI season, and then everything and most of those AIs are getting correction. So with that, especially, we are not waiting for better market conditions with the game launch, with other things, but with this we want so there are more exciting announcements. There are more products that are going live actually that will bring the utility and everything. What I was saying is the truth, that with our AI season, we will reshape the AI agents game, and we will reshape the future of AI gaming. And I'm very excited of that because you will be able to, I don't know if I can say this, it's in the card, you will love it. Sethos, do you plan to introduce AI-powered bots with reasoning capabilities in Magic Madness? Yes, I can tease you this. You will be able to use AI agents in Magic Madness. You will be able to use them in your lands, and the use case for AI agents is not that it's just a chatbot, but imagine that it will be your employee on your land. So you will create a shop, you will create a school or whatever, and you will have AI agent that will do everything you want, but it's avatars, and normal people wouldn't understand that if it's avatar or real gamer. This is the future of AI, one of the use cases. Next question, next topic. General questions. Gerard, the Metaverse narrative seems to be fading in the cycle. Do you expect revival in the upcoming years? Yes, brother. This is the thing, right? When we started at 2018, because VR is for a long time with us. When we started in 2018, I saw the future, what's gonna happen in VR. And said, okay, is the future in 40 years, in 20 years, in 10 years? Everybody see it, but we want to know when. That's why after 1.5 year testing, we got the prototype that was so good that based on that we got the first money, that we got the first investment. Thanks to that we could enlarge the team. Thanks to that we do the ICO, we launched. There was Metaverse hype in 21. Now everybody thinks, not everybody, but a lot of people think the Metaverse is dead. The Metaverse is not dead. The problem is that nobody deliver it yet. However, Meta, Apple and other Samsung right now, they are betting a lot in VR, same as us. They are spending billions of dollars on these glasses because they know even though the product is still not there, and why it's still not there, because we haven't launched yet, we are the product, that this is the future. Who will take over the VR, will take over about the new internet. Because, and it's not just VR, it's AR. You will have the information all around you. And it will take everything. So I think this is coming back. It's good for us because the biggest challenge is that right now it's not that popular, but at the same time it's the biggest opportunity because right now we can take over the market, which we're gonna do. And at the same time, how I see the future, I said that look at the Roblox. What is the evaluation? Look at go outside and look at every company, everything you see around. Everything will go to digital and in 3D. And imagine how big will that be. And this is happening, and I think it's happening very quickly. The only problem right now, what I can see, that there is still no the baddest application, and that's the problem we are solving. This is we will be presenting you our solution, the open metaverse, when you will be able to create extremely cheap, extremely fast something that you will be able to monetize. By the way, at the same time, I said Meta is betting a lot in 25 for VR. Apple is working on new VR headsets. Samsung is stepping in the VR game and launching their VR headsets. So there are more headsets. China and Asia is already very big in VR. And GTA is launching their game after years and years of delays, with most likely blockchain integration in integration of its own economy inside. That will kick out not just the VR but the whole metaverse narrative, let's say. And I think that will be very big. So there is always that is quiet, and then remember what happened in 21. You remember how Meta renamed the Meta and what Sandbox did, what Decentraland did in one day. It's always like that. You're waiting. It's getting boring, and then 3 days and it's crazy, and you are looking, what the fuck is happened? This will happen again. Vicente, is Mario Valle still working as a CSO for Victoria VR? Yes, brother. With him, we have big plans. He is more on gaming side, and we have big plans with him with the US and in Mexico, on the gaming side. Watcher, what is the next giveaway happening? We are excited to spread VR. Thank you, brother. There are another social mining giveaway style incoming. We just want to improve the version. If you have some more ideas how we are open to hear it, but of course we will be launching more things to incentivize the community, to increase the community, and to incentivize everybody to spreading word about us. But every time you spread, you like, you retweet, you post about us, it's helping us a lot. So thank you everybody for doing this. Jonathan, are you considering relocating the company to US to benefit from 500 billion AI investment? Yes, brother. Not just because of that, but we are very excited of US actually. Thanks to our backers and investors, we are working with them very closely to get to US market, not just for the AI investment, but the US market is the biggest for us for the crypto right now, for the customers in VR, but at the same time there are much more opportunities for those partnerships, for new fundings and everything. So yes, we are working on it every day right now, and it's a big time of my focus actually. So yes, US is big thing for us, and we are working on it. Josh, can you talk about the current VR market opportunities, plan, challenges? As I said, brother, so right now I could see that I'm very excited of VR. I could see that the time now is the best time actually to launch the game, because there are some games what I saw that are very popular, that for example they launched in 2020, they had the peak of the users, now it's going down, and now they are getting retention, they are getting more users. And I'm looking and say, why? They put some updates? No, they did not. But the thing, and they are, and it looked like came from 2020. Why they are getting users now? Because people are thirsty for new VR games. Now is the best time to take over the VR market, and the VR market will be like this, and it will be extremely big. And by the way, the VR market is already very big. VR chat, it's crazy big already, and they are doing just the chat. They are doing just the chat rooms, right? So the market, if the market don't even grow from now, we are already good to go. And right now the market is ready for penetration. So I think the timing for us is extremely good, and I'm very excited of that. And I think the market will be much bigger and bigger. The headsets are getting better and better. I think we already have the headsets for the mass adoption. I love the new Quest 3. I love other headsets. I see what Sony is doing. It's extremely good. So the market is already there, and it's very, very interesting. And if we are not lucky, with the crypto, with the launch, and with everything, I see that it's not that easy to create something like that, because it's very, very expensive. It's very, very hard to get those profi VR developers in-house. So I know it's not that easy. For the big companies, I see that it's hard for them to invest in VR when they see the ROI more in mobile on PC games, which I understand. So I think actually that the biggest challenge is actually our biggest opportunity, and that's why I'm so excited, and that's why I'm excited every day. And actually, when I close my eyes, I can see how it's big, and it makes me so happy. So I'm very excited of the market. Right now, our main goal is to not become number one the game, make crazy waves in VR, and at the same time then give tools to people so they can create their game. This will be for the first time, and then give them more possibilities how to what they can create. So, and that's what I am saying, that you will be able to create the shop, you will be able to create the school, showrooms, or whatever. So, and this, once we have this, then you will see that you will look at every company and you will say, we could create something in VR. Remember how everybody was stepping in Sandbox and everybody was stepping in Decentraland, and they were creating these kind of things because of the Metaverse hype? This will create in VR, but with the real use case, and it will be even bigger. I'm very excited of that. I can see that AI for gaming, that you will speed up, not just now from prompts you are able to create for example, the website. You can create the picture, you can create the photo, whatever. You will be able to create the game. You will be able to create 3D assets, 3D spaces. This is 100% happening. When? I think pretty close. It's closer than anything. And when this is happening, we want to be the main platform that you will be. As you said, so you will, when you will be looking, okay, when where I will use these tools, you will use them on what the biggest platform. That's what we are working on. So I'm very excited of that. Anton, when do you think people will use VR in large number? Brother, there are already large number in VR. Look at VRChat. They are big as fuck. Sorry. But I think the users are increasing. Like as I said, predictions for 2032 is 2.4 trillion. The market of VR is expanding rapidly. So I'm very, very happy. I think 25 is very, very good for VR, and I think every other year is much bigger, because VR is one of the most growing industries, also with the AIs, and I think we are positioned the best actually on the market. So I'm very excited of that. Saran, how big do you want to be globally? What are your long-term goals? We want to be number one. So as I said, number one in the gaming, Magic Madness, first competition, CQB, then the biggest esports in VR ever. I just teased it. That's what we're gonna do, and then we want to introduce the builder, where you will be able to create those games yourself, but very cheap. It's a Roblox type builder. We are looking what they did wrong, what they did good, but they have been developing for how many years? We are launching it this year, and I'm very excited of that. So we will become the platform, and then we will be like Google for VR. And what is the VR market? VR market is 3D internet, is the new internet. I think the 3D internet will be even bigger than the current internet, because it's completely different when you read something there, when you look at the video, when you buy something on your 2D screen, or when you are inside, because it will go below your skin and something completely different, and people are actually losing time inside. That's what I did. I was just playing the last update of Magic Madness, and our team put those AIs that they could play with you or against you, and they kicked my ass so hard. I was so angry. So I'm very, very happy. So there will be most likely more modes for you so you can train. So what I would tell you is that once we launch, go train, because you will need it for the first competition. And I'm very excited of that. This was the last question, actually, guys. I will have a look on the chat if there are some more questions. Will you partner with the big projects from other AI agents field? We have something in mind and we are working on them, yes. Ozzy, are the AI agents able to learn? Are you trying to create Skynet VR? Yes, they are. As I said, right now, one broccoli AI agent kicked my ass last time and I couldn't do think. And I think I'm very good because every time when somebody comes, I'm very good in Magic Madness. But this one, he was so good. So yeah, we need to be careful with that. But yes, they can learn. Sethos. So the build your arena will be more advanced than we think. Build your arena will be pretty cool, brother. I am very excited of that. Remember that, for example, CSGO or CX16, Counter-Strike, you know how it went. It's practically basic game with these modes where you can build your own arena and you can add some modes, and it's one of the most popular game I played for years. So this is how I want you to imagine build your arena. So yeah, it's definitely not a small thing. Geld, hey Adam, I love your game. What about getting BTC on your company's balance sheet? Brother, we have some strategy with that, and don't worry about us. But thank you for your suggestions. We have really good backers, and of course we have strategy because we believe in crypto, we believe in Bitcoin, and mostly we believe in VR token. Sethos, does your question here get answered? I hope I did. Alex King, Adam, do you offer jobs in VR office? Any job? Yes, we do. If you are in Prague or anybody here in Prague, if you are in Prague, guys, just text us. You can visit us. We are open to you. There were a lot of people from the community. I'm saying hi to everybody who was here, even who wasn't. I'm welcoming you. I am welcoming you to come here. And yes, we are still hiring new people. It could be also remote. So if you want to help us, you can write on in the Telegram or to jobs@victoriavr.com and you will get the answers. Send the CV and what you want to do. But yes, we are still hiring. Balmus, does VR team think about contributing to education system in the future? If yes, can you tell us some views? Brother, I think VR will completely reshape a lot of industries. I think education is one of them, actually. Because imagine that, for example, I will tell you a story. When I was going to university, there was one semester and there was one really good guy and he was learning statistics and mathematics. And he was so good that everybody wanted his lesson. But he has just 2 lessons per week. And there were just 200 people in one lesson. So every time when there was the way when you can sign in 5 seconds, it was full because there were a lot of people with bots. I was inside, I had the bot. But girls or guys who couldn't program, they even wait 1 year because they knew that if they have the lesson from him, they are like this. If they have lesson from someone else, they are like this. So imagine that he put this in VR and he can have 1 million users, 1 million people at the same room at one time. And they don't have to be in Prague. They could be in US, they could be in Asia, they could be in Bangladesh. You know what I mean? The education will cost less. And at the same time, it doesn't matter about the time. And at the same time, he will be able to show something more. So for example, imagine how crazy would be chemistry in VR, how crazy would be the medical in VR, that you will not need to train on dead bodies, but you will see what is inside. You know what I mean? Imagine that you will not learn about what happened in 1945, but you will be there. It's completely different. So education, I think it will completely change. We already have been working or connected with some universities that are very, very excited about this, because I said we covered a lot of, and they want to do something with us, but we are saying, hey, wait, let's do the VR AI builder, because you will be able to use it to create such a things. So I think once we launch this, it will completely change every industries. For example, another industry, I think it completely changed the real estate. I think the RVRs, river assets, that you will be able to go through your home before you start building, that's completely something new. That you will be able to buy something without traveling there, it's completely something different, because it's different. Now you can see the visualizations and you don't know if it's photo or it's not real, because it's very advanced, but it's completely different when you see the photo or when you are inside. You see, oh, this room is big, I have nice view, you know what I mean? So it will completely change this, and it will change a lot of other industries, shopping, the whole retail, completely changing. So I'm very excited of that. I speak French, English, and 2 other languages. Good for you, brother. And welcome to our community. Thank you for your support. Do I need to send my CV for AI artist collaboration, or is it all good? Brother, you know who to contact. Of course, send it to us and let's do something. It was very nice. I'm a clean Adam. It was Kings. It will be nice to be there. I am a cleaner Adam. Brother, come anytime. Geld, can you remember the first hoverboard game in the open alpha? There was a leaderboard. Does the first one get any prize for that? I don't think there was a prize for that. However, I remember the hoverboard. It was crazy. You was the first one? Sethos, wait, someone is asking question using my username. Do you need support recruiting? Guys, jobs. There are still new opportunities, and we will be even publishing more job opportunities. This is, I think I covered everything. Thank you everybody again for your tremendous support. Thank you for all amazing questions. I'm very happy to be with you here. I'm very excited of 25 about what we are doing, and can't wait to see you in the metaverse, in the VR. 2025 is the year of, is big year for us, and see you in the metaverse. Thank you guys. Thank you for support. Goodbye.